Hello guys, it's Joshua Halls here, and today you can tell from the title I'm doing a review for Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. So, overall, I think it's the best out of the first four films. It's the best one yet. I really do like how it's improved a lot. Actors have improved, the stories is kind of improved. So, yeah, that's just kind of the thing. This film is directed by Mike Noel, and you can definitely tell it's directed by a different person, because the first two films you can tell are directed by the same person, and the third film you can tell it's directed by a different person, and this film is directed by a different person, so you can feel their different kind of styles, and that's interesting to see, because I think if Chris Columbus was doing the entire series, it would be quite a very childish series, I think. And that doesn't make sense because the films have to mature as the characters mature. But that's just my opinion. But overall, really good film. The main cast of Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson, they've improved a lot since their first year. So, since the first year, so first film, sorry. So that's always a compliment. So just maybe we have new characters like Cedric Diggory, which I thought was pretty cool. He's not really in the film too much. He's one of the main characters. It's a weird kind of thing. But Mad Eye Moody, I thought was really cool as the character. So I thought he was a really cool, interesting character, and the way they kind of performed it was just interesting. I was invested. So yeah, let's get into the plot of this film. So, basically, the Hogwarts has like some once and forever whatever tournament, like a Triwizard tournament, and if you want to enter the Triwizard one, you have to be older than 17. No student, you can't. You have to be 17 or over. So if you're under the age of 17, you're not allowed to enter. And if you want to put yourself into the tournament, and you put your name into the Goblet of Fire, and you will be accepted, and there will be a barrier around making sure no one younger enters the tournament. He also makes a big deal that if once you put your name in, there's no turning back and that kind of stuff. It's the winner gets eternal glory and whatnot. Harry Potter, although he never puts his name in the Goblet of Fire, his name comes out the Goblet of Fire, which means someone's put his name in the Goblet of Fire, and and the thing is, what if you're accepted, the Goblet of Fire has like this unbinding contract, means if you want to live, basically, you have to do it. So he has no choice, even because if it wasn't an unbinding contract, they call it, they probably would go, okay, you don't have to do it, because they believe they didn't put his name into the Goblet of Fire, but they kind of like, he doesn't have a choice, he has to enter now that he's a part of it. So that creates a good story. This is definitely the most darkest film. It gets really into stuff like the Voldemort's followers, and you find out some crazy stuff about teachers and stuff, but it really goes into the followers of Lord Voldemort, the people who followed him, believed like, yeah, you're the best, and supported his cause. But yeah, that's kind of the main kind of point of that film. I think I summed up the plot quite good. What I liked about this film is it takes a really dark tone near the end. A surprisingly dark tone. It's the first Harry Potter film that's 12 of the West RPGs. And you can feel that sudden change, its tone, atmosphere. That it's much darker. The first three films are basically for children, but they mature a bit. This really gets in. Like, this is probably a film you don't want your young kids watching. Probably like a film for like 11, 12, maybe teenage, but it is quite a dark film, especially near the end, the kind of tone it uses and stuff. And I really dug it personally. I thought it was really cool, really interesting, and yeah, and it goes over a lot of stuff like some curses that give basically, if you do that curse, you get sent to Azkaban, but it's just a really cool film, the tournaments and stuff like that. I thought the tournaments were a lot of fun to watch, the tournaments that he goes through to win. It was just fun to watch. And here's the thing with Harry Potter, it seemed quite funny at this point. They even mentioned in this film how they're never going to have a quiet year. They're never going to have a year where they're going to just not have to worry about anything, just get to chillax, you know. Actually enjoy school like a normal student. It's like, nope. Something crazy, you have to nearly die in every year of school. But yeah, so overall, I really enjoyed this film. Had a load of fun out there. I feel like it's just one of those films you can't go too in depth by, because it continues the story, but it doesn't. It continues the story from the last film in a weird way, where what happened in the last film was so prominent, but it's not a main. Sorry, not a main focus, let's say. So yeah, it's weird, but it kind of overall it's just a really fun film. I'm not going to talk about this for 10 minutes. I feel like this is one of those films that don't need it, and I haven't seen the Harry Potter films in a while, so it's harder to talk about loads about the film. But just simple as, the film is very enjoyable. I had a real kicker, and the end of the film, that end was just incredible. It was dark, it was brooding, it was big. There were scenes in the film, sorry I keep opening this, I don't know why, but there were scenes in the film where you're like, gosh, that's gotta hurt. Like, you kind of feel sympathetic for Harry Potter because what he's going through. And that's what you're supposed to do with your main character, because the stuff he's going through is like, ooh, that's a bit, yeah, that's not nice. But, and you can see he's literally terrified in the end of it, because if you know what happens and stuff, I'm not going to spoil it, but he looks visibly terrified for the most part, and it's not to the end when he actually attacks and he can't win. He's basically got to escape. That's all I'm gonna say. But it was just a great movie. I loved it. I just really enjoyed it just for that. The rest of the film was really fun. That ending was just the nail in the coffin. If the film stayed on the same tone that it was at the ending, this is big dark story, I'll probably give it a 9 out of 10. But because most of the film is kind of just, most of the film I'd say is a 7.5 out of 10. A really good film, a really enjoyable film. And then at the end of that closing sequence, pops it up to an 8 out of 10, and that's my final ranking. 8 out of 10. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the film. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you yet, turn notifications on so you never miss a video, and I'll see you all in I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys.